Have you ever wondered, are there gemstones so strange, so bizarre, that most people would call them ugly? What if I told you that some of the world's rarest and most valuable gems aren't the dazzling, sparkling beauties you expect, but instead look like something you toss away as worthless? Today we're diving into 10 ugly gemstones and how to get them. And trust me, by the end, you might see ugly in a whole new light. But here's the catch. One of these gemstones is so rare that most collectors have never even seen it with their own eyes. And another, it's worth a fortune, despite looking like a rock scraped from the bottom of a river. Stay with me till the end, because number one will absolutely change the way you look at precious stones forever. Number 10, Hackmanite. At first glance, Hackmanite looks unimpressive, dull, chalky, almost like a piece of raw plaster. But here's where it gets fascinating. This gemstone has a unique property called tenebrescence, meaning it changes color when exposed to sunlight. Imagine a stone that starts off pale and ordinary, but after a few moments in UV light, suddenly glows purple or pink. It's like magic, hiding inside something you might think is worthless. Where to get it? Hackmanite is found mainly in Greenland, Canada, and Afghanistan. If you're hunting for it, gemstone dealers who specialize in rare minerals are your best bet. But beware, genuine Hackmanite isn't cheap, and because its color can fade over time, collectors often keep it stored in the dark to preserve its beauty. Number 9, Uvarovite. This gemstone doesn't even come in large crystals. In fact, Uvarovite appears as tiny green granules, encrusting rocks like glittering moss. It looks rough, uncut, and honestly, not like jewelry material at all. But here's the kicker. Those tiny green crystals are a form of garnet, and when mounted properly, they create jewelry pieces that seem like they've been dipped in emerald dust. Where to get it? Uvarovite is mainly sourced from Russia and Finland. Because it can't be cut into faceted gems, it's sold as natural mineral specimens or raw stone clusters. Look for ethical suppliers who work directly with mines to ensure authenticity. Number 8, Melanite garnet. When you hear the word garnet, you think of a rich, deep red stone, right? Well, melanite is the total opposite. It's jet black, and while some might call it mysterious, others think it looks like polished coal. But collectors love melanite because it reflects light with an almost metallic luster, making it seem like a gemstone with a dark secret. Where to get it? Melanite garnet can be found in Italy, California, and Mexico. It's not as rare as some others on this list, but large, flawless pieces are highly sought after. If you find one, don't underestimate its value. Black is always in style, even when it's ugly. Number 7, serpentine looks like, well, snakeskin. Often olive green with swirls and patterns that resemble reptilian scales. It's not what most people imagine when they think of a gemstone. But here's what makes it fascinating. Serpentine has been carved and used in jewelry for thousands of years, especially in ancient civilizations, where it was believed to protect against evil spirits. Where to get it? You can find serpentine in China, New Zealand, and the US. Because it's relatively soft, it's usually carved into beads, amulets, or sculptures. If you love unusual textures, this might be your perfect ugly gem. Number 6, lodolite inclusion quartz. From a distance, lodolite looks like a cloudy piece of quartz with dirt trapped inside. But look closer, and it's like staring into a tiny underwater world, with mossy inclusions, ghost-like wisps, and colors that seem frozen in time. Collectors call it garden quartz because it often looks like a miniature terrarium, sealed forever in stone. Where to get it? Brazil is the primary source for high-quality lodolite. While rough stones are relatively affordable, polished cabochons with clear, vivid inclusions can be surprisingly expensive. Number 5, hematite. At first glance, hematite looks like dull, gray metal, but polish it, and it transforms into a mirror-like gemstone with a metallic shine so strong it almost reflects your face. Some people dismiss hematite as too industrial looking for jewelry, but others love its sleek, futuristic appeal. Where to get it? You'll find hematite in Brazil, Australia, and the US. It's abundant, but high-quality specimens with a perfect polish can fetch good prices among collectors. Number 4. Petrified wood. Yes, you heard that right. Some gemstones are literally ancient wood turned to stone over millions of years. Petrified wood can look like cracked bark or fossilized tree chunks, not exactly the sparkle of diamonds. But when cut and polished, it reveals a breathtaking array of colors, from deep reds to golden browns, creating jewelry with a prehistoric touch. Where to get it? The US, especially Arizona, Indonesia, and Madagascar are famous sources. Collectors often buy slabs or slices for display, while artisans turn smaller pieces into unique pendants. Number 3. Sphene. Sphene has one of the most brilliant dispersions of light of any gemstone, even higher than diamonds. So why is it considered ugly? Because in raw form it often looks murky, brownish, and unremarkable. Only when cut precisely does its rainbow-like sparkle appear. But due to its softness, cutting sphene is extremely difficult, making fine specimens rare. Where to get it? Pakistan and Madagascar produce some of the best sphene in the world. If you find a faceted piece, know this: its fire will put many pretty gemstones to shame. Number 2. Stichtite. Stichtite is unusual. It's purple, but not the royal, deep purple of amethyst. Instead, it's soft, muted, and often mixed with green serpentine, giving it a mottled, almost bruised appearance. Despite this, Stichtite is loved for its spiritual associations, believed to promote emotional healing and calm. Where to get it? The best specimens come from Tasmania, Australia. It's often sold in polished cabochons or spheres rather than faceted gems, highlighting its natural patterns. Number 1. Jeremejevite. Now, the gemstone that tops our list. Jeremejevite. It might sound exotic, but visually, many specimens are almost colorless or pale yellow, resembling glass shards more than precious stones. But here's why it's incredible. Jeremejevite is so rare that finding a clean, faceted crystal is like striking gold. In fact, some collectors pay tens of thousands of dollars for stones that most people wouldn't look at twice. Where to get it? Namibia is the primary source, though small finds occur in Tajikistan and Madagascar. If you ever come across one, don't hesitate. Even if it looks like a shard of broken bottle glass, it could be a treasure beyond compare. So there you have it, 10 gemstones that might look ugly at first glance. But now you know their secrets, their history, and their value. Which one surprised you the most? The mossy sparkle of Uvarovite? The prehistoric beauty of petrified wood? Or the glass-like rarity of Jeremejevite? Next time you see a stone that doesn't glitter like a diamond, remember, sometimes the world's most fascinating treasures hide behind a rough, unusual exterior. And in our next video, we're diving into a gemstone so bizarre, it actually changes shape depending on how you look at it. Trust me, you don't want to miss that.